Hi, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ricardo, and some of you already know me. Maybe you are students at the Folk High School, or maybe you are some of the people that have been asking me about life or the experiences that one gets at such a school. Um, Recently, I made a post on Facebook, and this is the reason I'm making this video because many of you were asking me about um, what am I studying here at the school, what is required to enter to a folk high school, why is it experience that it's even a little bit different for Norwegians because not all Norwegians go to folk high schools, and well, some have different ideas and perspectives of this kind of education. So maybe let's start with the general concept. Folk high schools here in Norway are very special, and one of the things one needs to know is that it's some sort of education where it's pretty relaxed. You don't have exams, or you're not pushed to um, do things in a, how to explain, very strict way. We have pretty nice activities here, and it's a school focused totally about being social. So there's lots of activities where you will gather with everyone at the different lines. What's line, you might ask? Well, the lines are the different core subjects that the school offers. In my case, my line is called Norwegian Culture and Adventure, and it's one of the several lines that a school offers. For instance, this school is called Elverum FolkHighschool. Thus the name. We are located here in Elverum, Norway. This school offers several lines. For an example, Africa Safari. People there will learn about African culture and will go to Africa to support some projects that the school have there, like building some school and collecting money from donations to repair or improve these buildings. Other lines, snowboard and free ski. I think it's called like that. They basically learn or master the snowboard and skiing techniques. Arts, music, Norwegian culture and adventure, which is focused on learning the Norwegian language and traveling around Norway to explore and learn more about the culture of Norway and the people here. Um, so, as you can already tell, it sounds pretty relaxing and chill, for calling it in a more simple term. There's nothing like geography or math or Spanish or some subjects like one would study at school usually. Um, Here we have what it's called valfag. These valfags are well, subtopics one takes to do something in the meanwhile or in the meantime, because although you have your main line, in my case I have my Norwegian classes, and I do have classes about Norwegian culture. We will watch movies, or we will learn about Norwegian artists or important people that have done well things for Norway, or very famous Norwegians. um, but we also have other activities on the meanwhile. For an example, mentioning some Valfag, there's friluftsliv, which is activities in the um, outdoors activities, like going camping, learning how to make a snow cave, or learning how to make a fire in the winter. We have knivmaking, we make knives out from scratch. Uh, we have also a choir. We have knitting, like making socks and stuff like that. We have swimming. We have hunting elective, the hunter's test elective as well. We have one special elective called Språk Cafe, which here all the Norwegians gather and help us foreigners to learn Norwegian better. At one night, we do several activities. We have coffee, cake sometimes, and it's pretty nice and cozy. Um, so again, you can uh, realize that there's many activities that sound pretty relaxing, and you do this for a whole 9 months. You come and live in the folk high school because it has its own habitational buildings. So you're always living here. Maybe it depends on school from school. And the holidays, some schools will ask you to leave temporarily, and others will allow you to stay. Um, but that's not too important right now. So, um, okay, I think I covered what am I studying here. Um, what does one usually do in the folk high school, or the activities that are done. But one important question that I got is, how can I get here? Who is this for? And well, for that, I think, if you excuse me, um, I will have to think a little bit about it, because it's quite an intriguing question. There's a story here at the school, but for now, I will just have a little break, and I will explain you a bit of it soon, if that sounds okay. Well, as you can tell, we just changed position. I also took off my glasses. Here it gets dark pretty quick, and I didn't realize a while ago. Um, it looked way more well, shiny, but in the camera it looks a bit dark, so I decided to switch places. Um, as you can tell, this video is taking quite a long time, but honestly I prefer deeper and good explanation rather than something very superficial and simple. Uh, so I was due to answer the last question. Uh, who is meant to be in a folk high school, or who can join? How can a person apply for this kind of schools? And I said there was a very intriguing story about it here, and it is that apparently some generations ago there was this 76-year-old woman that applied at the school and did finish the whole year. Um, but well, all I can tell you is that the school doesn't have, well, most of the schools don't have age limit. You can be as old as you can, but most of them at least require you to be 18. If you are still uncertain, maybe the range of age is between 18 and 21, 22. I'm 22 years old and I'm turning 23 soon. Still no problem. Yet most of the guys here at the school are 18. So it's up to you to realize if that's kind of your environment. Just to answer the last part, who can apply, or not who, but how can one apply to this kind of schools? So you can search on the internet the www.folkehögskole, sorry, dot com or dot no. I think it has a Norwegian domain, but I still will put the link in the description. But that's only one step to apply for the school, and especially if you come from another country, which in my case I come from Mexico. So I had to apply first to a school, and it's pretty easy. You go to the website, and it shows you all the schools with all the different lines that they offer. So you type whatever you're most interested in. For instance, if you want to go to Africa, you type Africa, and many schools will offer you different kind of things. For an example, here they travel to Namibia and other countries in Africa, and they also teach you about some culture. I'm not an expert of what they actually teach, but that's the idea I've got. I know other schools also teach similar things. I've got a friend that studied at one folk high school, and she was studying Asian culture, and she went to Japan for, I think, a month. It depends from school to school. Some offer longer trips, some offer several trips to several places, and it depends. it's not all about traveling. There's also folk high schools that focus on friluftsliv, again, outdoor activities or sports, things like that. So it's up to you to know what you want. You just search it up in the website, and there's, well, if not hundreds, but maybe 1,000 opportunities. Um, and again, for those who are foreigners, it depends, because you need to check on the UDI what they require you as a citizen of your country. So in my experience, I had to go UDI, type Mexico or Mexican citizenship, what it is required to apply for a study permit for a folk high school, and they'll tell you what you need. Most of the cases, they first require the school to have accepted you as a student and that you have paid. Um, but the thing is, if you are Norwegian or have a Norwegian citizenship, you can apply for loan or a grant through the Lånekassen. But that's another more vast topic. But it's a good option for those who have the opportunity. You should try it because it saves you a lot of money. This education is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it's very fun. There's many things we do. In my experience, I've been through river rafting. We've been on glacier hiking. We've been doing tons of hiking and camping as well. We've been traveling all around the south of Norway. Soon we'll be going to Lofoten. We're going to go through we're going to travel by a cruise ship. We're also going to experience the aurora borealis, or northern lights, and we're also going to be traveling to Trondheim, Bergen, Ålesund, many places, and we're just halfway there. So I'm pretty excited to see what the school will offer, and as well, the electives are also pretty fun. I just enjoy everything that we do here, and all I can say is that if you have the opportunity to try to apply to one of these schools, you should definitely try it. Just amazing. It's not stressful in the terms that it's not very strict, and you can make many friends. And as well, you can experience Norway in a very different way, more than or more different than even Norwegians usually do, because even for them it's not so common to go and study on these kind of schools. They have different opinions about it, but in my personal opinion, it's just great. So I hope I covered the topic. If you have any more questions, just let me know, please. You can type in the comments, or if you have my contact, you can try sending me a message. I'm sorry if I take long to answer. It's just that we are very busy, and honestly, right now was the only opportunity I had to make this video, and I know it's a little bit spontaneous. The weather might, well, it's okay for me, honestly, but maybe it's not the best place. At least for those who were expecting something different. But here it is. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if there's anything else you would like to know. Again, my name is Ricardo, and next time I would like to show you more about the school itself, buildings, and if it's possible, if I'm allowed, to film for some of the activities we actually do, or at least the electives I've chosen, or what day of studies in the Norwegian culture and adventure looks like. So, with nothing else to say, I thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.